Okay, we're up and running, guys. We're here again today. Oh, my card fell over. So I am doing I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, so I can see them on, so hopefully someone comes and says hello. And I'm looking at why Nettie's isn't on. Maybe that just takes a couple of seconds more. There I am. Okay, so today I'm using from the catalogue, mini catalogue, January to April 226. This is Beach Boardwalk. So it has got the DSP, which has got, I haven't even done a lot with the DSP, only on this card, so I suppose I should show you, shouldn't I? Hi Kiri, I loved your card, it was beautiful. So that's tonight's card. Now I did Greenery Lane like this, and with the same pattern, jump out pattern, and so I thought, I felt like I didn't explain that one well enough, and so I thought I'd do it again. And I changed a couple of the instructions to make it a bit easier. So these palm trees are added, and then over the back is somewhere to do here. Now I put 1 for 1, but you don't have to there, but I did put the 2 little spare scraps, and you'll see them in your page, just to give it a little bit of heaviness to help it stand up. And whoopsie, it does stand up. You just got to push it in and it stands up. And at the same time it stands up, you can see it pops out. So, but I don't know what any other name is to it, but it pops out. And the envelope is just this. I didn't stamp because when I show you, but I was just going to say that the paper, isn't that just beautiful? So I've used Berry Burst with mine, and so it's got a lot of nice colours. So because I used the green last time, I used Balmy Blue to make the card. I did a card like this a while back with Balmy Blue, and it was a fun fold, but I did a bit more stamping, see. And then here, this is a fold out, so I'll link that in my live at the end, a link to this, so you can open it up and have a look if that one suits you. Just different folds. This is quite an easy one. I find once you do this one, it is easier. So I just thought I'd show you that one, and I'll add the link. Look at the roller coaster. So that was my last one I did. So yes, I'm going to link that. And this is this one. So just before we start, so it folds out, it folds down flat. So you can put it in your envelope, and then they can stand it up and it pops out. So it's quite cute, isn't it? So that's on page 47, 46 and 47, and that's what I've done on the back of the other one. And then there's just, you know, they give you lots of ideas what to do, and that's available now. So the whole suite in Australia is 111, which is quite reasonable actually. I think you can get a lot of cards out of this, and I think especially if you have teenagers or you live by the beach or kids are going on holidays, that's quite a nice card, isn't it? Oh, look at that, I didn't see that. See how they've just blended it all over here? Look at this. It's really moody, isn't it? I thought that was a paper, a DSP, but it's all blending with a bit of white paint on it for the stars. So it's amazing. Oh, and there's something you can do with all the cutouts. I didn't get the cutouts. I didn't get them because I didn't think I'd be using it for really little kids. So let's go to, so the other thing is, now this finishes on the 2nd of March, the stamping positioner, which I did use yesterday. So I'll just show you what it looks like. Now it is different to our other one. It has an extra small piece so you can move it along. And I thought it came with some paper, but you can buy grid paper, but I suppose now I forgot to order it or something, I won't. So it's all just says the parts. See? And so I used it yesterday on a card I'll show next week. So this actually just comes off. It's not connected, so you can put your things down, put it on, do your stamping, then it goes the other way, and then put that on top of, maybe I'll turn that the other way too. Yes. No. Stamping up, that's correct. God, I'm not much good at learning, am I? Because I got it round the wrong way. See? And then you push it down. Or you can use this one, and you can write a letter, push it down, come along, push it down, and do 3 happy birthdays in a row if you want to. So I did try a card with it. I just haven't written up the instructions, so I'll do that next week. If you want to, you can have a look at that. So that is free with the joining. Now, I keep saying, join up just to get it. Like, in the end, I suppose you'd say maybe it's not free because you have to pay 169 Australian, but you get $235 worth of product plus the stamping, so nearly $300. But you can only do that until the 2nd of March. So you just go to my my shop, which is AnnetteFalconer.stampingup.net, and you go join, and you'll do all this. You can message me. The best way to really do it is go to Annette Falconer Independent Demonstrator on Facebook and send me a private message there, or leave me a message on the page to contact you, and I'll private message you. Look, my hair's all messy. So anyway, that's that. If you're interested, this month's bonus days. Don't forget, if you've got product last month, put your numbers from your product in if you shop this month, and you get your $9 back from each 125. I put in 4 of them. I had 4 of them I bought, and it managed to get me a whole new die set, and stamps. And with this also, when spending 125, you can pay $9 and get the product of the month, which is the Waterfall Colours Whimsical Patterns. It's a DSP. I don't have it, sorry. I didn't. It's like swishy seas with different colours. It's quite nice, but I don't need it. I've got enough. So let's get cracking on this one. So we've got... You only got the DSP. Yeah, the DSP's got the roundabouts on it. So if you glued them onto, Kerry's just saying she only got the DSP. So if you cut that out and glued it onto some white cardstock behind it and fussy cut around it, you'd still have the effect of that. And look, you also have the carousels and the balloons. For a little kid, that's really nice card to make with this. Yeah, I suppose because I've got teens, I brought this because it's good, although this is a girl one, because we live in Melbourne, very hot today, 37 degrees, and then at 6 o'clock it started pouring with rain. I go figure. So that's the stamps and the dies, and I have cut up a bit so it's much easier today. And your instructions are here. Now there are some little extra bits and pieces. And so I'm going to actually cut out a bit of it and show you a little bit normal than I normally do, just to get you through it, because I think I did it once before and someone said they didn't quite understand. And I said, well, that'll be all right, it was me. So, was it hot for you today, Kerry? You're getting all the filthy weather? Okay, that card is so cute. Alright, let's go. So that's my extra bits and pieces. So and I did use branching out. So that's still in the main catalogue. No, I think it's main catalogue that's still in. So what I've done is I've got the card and the front to show you. What have I got here? Maybe that's just extras. So there's the card front. Why have I got that? Maybe I've got it for some reason. I'll find out. Oh no, this one's all pretty cut out actually. It must be the other one I did yesterday. Alright, so we've got an envelope. We've got some of the DSP. Look at that, beautiful. It's got, what did I say? Blackberry Bliss. It looks like purple. It's got Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, that's what it is, Bubble Bath. Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Pool Party, Lemon Lolly, Strawberry Slush, Summer, my goodness, it's got a lot of colours. Summer Splash, Secret, oh, that's Marine, I was going to say, Secret Sea, Timid Tiger, and Splash. So they're all the other colours in it, all of them, they've labelled. Oh my goodness, too many colours for me. Alright, what have I got here? I've got my card piece. I must have had just some more lying around there, so I'll pop that out of the road. And let's go through what we have. Okay, where's my instructions? Alright, we've got 8 1/4. So it's actually my other card that I'm going to do next week with the stamping apparatus that has a Stampin' Up logo at the bottom. Oh, sorry, yes, I get what you mean. Oh, you got 35, yeah. Yeah, we had 40 on the weekend. Okay, we've got 8 1/4. Oh, sorry, I'm ignoring Facebook. Hello, how are you? It's very hard to keep up with everything. 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. And we're going to score at 2 1/16 now. So line it up on 2. So 2 1/18 is the 2 1/18. 2 1/4. Well, 2 1/8 is the 1 2 there. So we're going 1 inside. The 16th is the first mark after 2. Alright, take your blade out of the road. I've got new ones. Alright, and then we're going to score. We're going to score at 2 1/16, 4 1/18. So that's 2 marks. I'm just checking my thing up there properly. No, yeah, 2. It's 2, sorry. Let me have a look. Score 2 1/16, 4 1/8. So that's the 2 marks, is 1/8, okay? So we've scored at 2 and the 1 mark after, and then we've scored at 4 and the 2nd mark after, okay? Now, I just turn it around and do it exactly the same way because otherwise, my problem was, oh, I didn't do that right. I'm going to have to cut the other one. Let me see. 2 1/16 and 4 1/18. Yes, and so that folds to there, and then the other one is we do it the same. So we score at 2 1/16, and that gives us all our marks. Do you know how much time I spent writing these down, going over and over and over? Okay, so we've got in, out, and they should all be together evenly. Just take that out of the road. I like to put them right down on the bottom, and then I get my bone folder. Oh, we're not getting a lot of people on tonight, are we, Kerry? You're very nice and popular though for me. Thank you. Mrs. Loyal Lady. Alright, so now we've got that, and that is going to go that way because we want that peak. We want the mountain up there and the valleys in here. Alright, so we've got that. I'll pop this away. So why I didn't give you that measurement there is because it comes right over 6 and you can't see between 6.5. There's a mark. I know there's a way to do it, but I just say turn the card down and do it on the other side. Because it's nothing more frustrating than trying to find a number when you're trying to do a live. Alright. So that's my in the pretty pink, it's the second largest die, and then in the berry burst, this is the brace. Okay, 3 by 4 and across, so that's the next one down, so that's the third. And I do know why I've got this. This is our brace. This is what's going to hold this out. So I need to just quickly score that as well. So that is 8 1/4 by 1 3/4. We're going to score 2 1/18. So that's 2 marks past. Get that damn. I put a new blade in, so I don't want to do that wrong. 2 1/18. Where's our brace? 2 1/18. And 3 1/18, and turn, repeat. Alright, 2 1/18, and up there I'm correct, and 3 1/18, and it just makes it easier. Alright, and that is going to go in there. I think that might fold those. Alright, so fold it so you've got it like that, looks like a bow. They fold, see, like a bow. And we'll just bone fold them down. And that's to hold our branching out pieces. My blade was very blunt. Alright, what have we got? So these are our pieces. I hadn't put them on the back all the way on the other card either that I made with the leaves, but then I decided that this is quite heavy. I should, and maybe I need a new glue. I love this colour. I love berry burst, but I love these pink trees. Oh, they're so cute. There's one there. And making sure your trees are up the right way. So it's actually quite easy once you've done your cutting out. And I've saved you the hassle of looking all the numbers up by putting them back to front. Back, you know, like cutting both sides. Right. Now, this one. You could put more if you wanted to, because you've got a whole sheet. You could put more on the back. But I've just done here. What I'm going to do is actually put these here and put my greeting card on that so it's easier to stamp. Oh, my trees are upside down. Look at that. At least we've got little glue. Tombo, you can, you've got 2 seconds. Don't breathe too long because it's over. Alright. And then we should have a white piece somewhere. Not done. That's my trees. That's my envelope. I'm just putting that up there. Where is my, here. So I will just get some white cardstock and we'll cut. So our white cardstock is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. 1 7/8. So that's 2 marks off the 2 point. And 5 1/4, and that's already cut because they're my pre-cards, so I have a lot of them sitting there ready to help, so I can just do cards in a hurry. My husband was away at the country with his pet, seeing his mum and sister and brother, and I was at home with the kids, so I spent Saturday doing my thing, cutting cards and doing all of that. So have a look how easy this is, right? So I'm just going to hold that out, pinch that together. I'm going to glue that side, put quite a bit on, not too much on the outsides because you're going to pinch it, but just on the inside, just so that when it opens and shuts all the time, it's easy to get it out. So get it ready like that. You're going to stick it in the middle. Alright. Push it down, and you can just, oh, see, I've got a little bit come out. There's my rag from behind my bum. Yes, don't do that. Alright. And you'll see from that side. So what I'll just do is put a block on that and let that sit for a minute. How easy was that? That's that mechanism done in 2 seconds flat. It's just water. No gin tonight. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that, let's put our envelope flap on. Let's get as much gluing as we can. Gee, you can't see it if you hold it down, can you? I like to tap it on the bench so then you get it straight up to the line. So that was 6.5 by 2.5, and it just has a little bit to come out. Now if you can give me 1 second, I'm just going to stick this air cooler on, but it's getting quite hot in here. Probably because it's so muggy. I hope that's not too loud, but it's hot. So oh, hello to the other people coming on. You don't have to say hello if you don't want, but I'll say hello to you when I see you coming on. Thank you for dropping in and joining us. I'm sure Kerry would like some company sitting there by herself. She made a beautiful card. If you go to my Netties Facebook group, Netties, using Stampin' Up, you'll see Kerry's card on there. And look at that. So I could definitely use a bit of DSP down on here, or stamp a palm tree like I did on my other card. I could just stamp. We might do that for a little bit of fun. Okay, so that's done. So we're going to put our 2 branching up together. And just put them to the side. We've got to get our silicone mat. and a wet one out, because I'm telling you, your fingers get really, I'll need a new packet of those. Your fingers get sticky with this stuff. Just getting my dress down. Oh, I am sweating of it now. My cooler's going. I brush my brow. Oh. Alright, so now I've already cut these out because I get sick of cutting them all out as we go. So I've cut out that in the, I've cut roundabouts in white. I've cut some extra palm trees for inside. They sink in a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not worried. And so we've got some seats for the carousel. Now I was going to put the red on, but it didn't look good behind the, see how with this one I put the pink, whereas if you look at the red, the cherry, goodness, I was going to say cherry cobbler, the berry bliss, it just sinks. Do you see that? It just sinks in, so I gave up on that and I did grey ones and the pretty in pink, because there's pretty in pink in the card. So, and I stamped with basic grey. Oh, scraps for that was pretty pink. And so I might grab a couple of those out and stamp on the front with the this one. So let's get this together. So our little tree comes right like that, and so all you have to do, so simple, is a little bit of glue. You're going to have to go round, watch me squizzing I just have to get my glue started, not too much, you don't want too much. Just get a little bit on the end, and oopsie, too much, and then take it over to the other one. So each of them has not too much. Okay, pinch some from that. Okay, and I put them back on the mat now because I've that one, and is this one got any? By the time I get back, the glue will have melted a wee bit in, and I shouldn't have any trouble holding them down. So the best thing to do with this is get your pick and tool, because you've got the glue on that end. Now you can take this off. If you've got another pick and tool, that's even better. So you see that piece there, you can pick stuff up with. Isn't that cool? Right, so what I'm going to do is use this end, because I want to pick up my little pieces, my little chairs, and each of them have a sort of a movement to a different place. So pop that on top, and what happened? My pick end fell off. I'm just going to take that off and use that one. Well, that didn't help me very much, did it? So I'm just moving that into place. It's not as bad as it seems. Oh, I've got glue on me already. Okay, so now I'm going to pick a grey one. And the reason I'm using my pick is just to hold it down so I can pick up the glue, because it's only a tiny piece and it'll move pretty fast. Alright, so I'm going to turn that round. They have got little dents on them, that's the bottom side. Okay. And once you get going, you're okay. That's the wrong side. That's the right side. I put red on there. I said no red. No, I said no red. I'll get that off before it dries. Come on. It's my... That's it. Too busy talking, I didn't see what I said. We're doing pink. I better get that on really quick before that glue dries. Okay. And grey. This is basic grey. Oh, faster than lightning. So has there anyone been doing any more cards except for Kerry, who showed me her beautiful card? She put it on my Nettie's card place, so everyone can see it. That you can go to Nettie's card making on Facebook, and her beautiful card she did was in there. A very clever lady. Okay, getting there, come on, I'm getting there, nearly there. Okay. And we have 1, 2, and I think 3 left. Much faster than yesterday. I was trying to do them, not yesterday, the other day when I was making the card up. I was trying to do them without the pick and the extra piece, and it just wasn't working. Just remember, oh, which is the top? That's the top. That's a little gondolier. Oh, have a look at that. Isn't that cute? Alright, so now I'm just going to turn that over while we're still on the glue mat, and we're going to get some of these, and the minis are really helpful in this. If you get your minis out, put that back in the bottom, and I'll search for my other one. Dropped on the floor somewhere. Don't you hate it when you're working and, oh, there it is. And you're working and you drop it. See, it's got a scoring. This is the pick tool, and it's got a pick. Then it's got the glue, and you can take the glue out, or you can take this out, and that's got a splayed, so that'll pick up your bling blings. And you can put, these are scorers, so if you don't have a scoring board, these become a scoring board, so it's quite handy, isn't it? I'll put it back to pick because I like to use, and you turn it and it locks it. So where, oh, this one must have come out of here. I just keep 2 in there with different, so they're set different, so I can use them whenever I need them. So back to there again. So I'm going to use the little dimensionals, and these fit right on the back of the seat, so it makes it easier for you. You don't have to cut down any smaller. You can't see them from the other side. How lucky is that? Yes, it looks like an overkill of dimensionals, but I prefer them to stay on and you play. And you could put, if you wanted, if I'd done it before now, if I hadn't have glued that on, I could have put one of those things up the inside and could have spun the wheel, but then you would have had to cut that off and do another base underneath. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a go at that, see if I can make one. I get these ideas and then I forget them, and then I start working and I think, oh, why didn't I do that? But okay, and in the inside I'm going to put a big one and then 2 little ones down on here because they're well hidden. So it's definitely a lot of little baby dimensionals, but we need them. So I'll just take those off. Now if anyone needs anything, any Stampin' Up products, go to my shop and have a look. There's some really nice exclusives out in the moment. The other thing you really got to look at, if you don't like just getting cards, you know, making cards with having to buy what's sold or what I use, go online and have a look at the DSP, and sometimes they've got other stamps, and you just use the same card idea and use your own stamps. So I think with this one you could make a lovely card, but with putting a nice big flower on the front. Depends what you've got in your stash. I've still got quite a few sets of my cards that I haven't sold because I really like. I do that. Okay, so we're going to put that about there. Oh, I was going to put, that's when I thought about the spinning, but I can't because I've shut the card up. But I was going to put the greeting across there, and then it covered the whole thing up, so I thought, no, I won't do that. Ooh, hold on, what have we got here? That paper's coming off, that's why it's stuck to the other one, so I'll hold that out. Let's get Berry Burst. And stamp out some of these palm trees on the actual thing of the inside. So what did I have on my original? I had Happy Birthday, Insight and Celebrate, but I'm going to put a little palm tree on my front and back with that. And if I've got pretty in pink, I think it was Bubble Bath that was in that anyway. So I'm going to do a bit of extra stamping on this one because I can. Alright. Where's my stamps? Oh, and if you do wait till the end, I want to show you something on the stamping on this one. I'll show you how I've done that. I've already done that on that one. So I've stamped it on one side. But I saw a lady do it, and she stamped down and then glued the sheet on top and then put them on top of there, so you didn't have, they were looking at each other. But I like to see them. I know what they stamp out like, so I was happy with mine. Okay, so I'm going to take a big tree and put it on there. Palm, and a little palm. I'll put it on there, even though it's a big stamp. And I'm going to get Happy Birthday. And might change that little palm to that one. And I need Celebrate. That one. Yep. Alright, so we've got all our stamps out. Happy Birthday is in the grey, basic grey. And so is Happy Birthday Inside, I think. Basic grey. Oh, goodness gracious. I washed them all. They get dirty so fast here. Okay, so Happy Birthday, better not put that on there, is right smack there. Okay. I even got some new mats for the mess I make everywhere. So what I'm going to do is take a big tree, palm, and just put it in here, down about there. And then I'm going to take a little one and put it just there. Isn't that cute? So that's going on the back of our card. I didn't do it on this one. I wonder if I can. Well, might be able to do a little bit. You can always change your mind on anything, can't you? Now that might be a problem with stamping with that under there. So let me see. I don't think I can. Wait a minute. Yes, I can. I'm going to lay it on my table, look. Where does it? Well, there's a way. I know you can't see it very well. Oh, I just did it in the red because I was too excited about what I could do. Here today. Oh, Kerry, you've done more. Good girl. Look at this. I thought I'd just jammy up the other one because it looks so cute. Okay, so where's my envelopes here? I have to do both of them because I didn't do it on the other one either. Not till I put them away and I realised. So I'm going to put that down like that. We went to Vegas years and years and years ago with our older kids, and we walked under these palms, and we were going to go out onto the Grand Canyon. Those were the days when you could fly into the Grand Canyon, land. We did that, landed, had a meal, and then we flew out in these little Piper Navajos, really tiny, and oh my God, I got so scared. Now, I've put that the wrong side, so I'm going to do it again. Maybe, oh, not in that one. Come on, I forget. I'll clean that out. We got so scared because my husband was sitting in the front. I'm just looking where the dents are. So that's the flat bit. So it was on the pink. And he was sitting in the front of the car plane because he's 6'6", and that it's not making much of a flower as much as I would like. And because I was sitting behind him, I was like, ah, because I could see the ground coming at us. And you come into the mountain, into the canyon, and it's like this, and you're flying at that flat range, and you come in and you think you're going to hit it like that, but you come onto it just like that and then land. Oh, it was scary, but the palms were all so far down on the ground. We thought there's no way we were going to fly because it was so windy. So anyway, back to this, sorry. Alright, so we've got that and that. Now, on the back is this one. Now it looks even nicer. Oh, cool, Kerry. Do you do lives? I'll have to see one and do a live and tell everyone what you've made. Oh, that even livens it up a bit more, doesn't it? Okay, and so now the last thing I have to do is on a piece of scrap is I've done the happy birthday. So it's not that one. Here it is over here. Celebrate. Celebrate. Yes. And I did do it in the granite because we had a little, the basic grey, seats on the roundabout there. So I did this in the same. Actually, I did it on a wider piece. You know, keep all your scraps. I did it on the wider one, and I've done a bit of a. There you go. So this is so cute, so easy. I say that all the time, don't I? But sometimes when I first looked at fun folds, I thought, oh, I can't do that. That is so hard. And then I just watched and I watched and I watched, and I got it. I did a little bit of a different way there. Oh. Alright. Now that's going to go on the bottom of here. I did. I put it on some dimensionals. Now I can use that messy piece so it doesn't keep getting stuck on me. Oh, come on. I think I need my nail. There was one stuck on the other side, see? Can you see that? It was stuck there. There. And I'm going to use that little piece that's also there. Overkill, but at least it won't fall off while you're running on the roundabout, will it? And celebrate. Oh, I did bring my wheel down a little bit, did I? Oh no, it's there. I just want to at least see the little bit of red there on either side of it. Okay. Now, as you can see, there's not much else you can do except put glue on here. If you don't want to get messy, you can, so you just lay it down. Alright, so that might be a bit harder, but put your glue on, the right one. I'll put your glue on here. Now it doesn't sit flat, so you've got to remember that. So it's going to sit down like that. Okay, so we're going to open our card up and sit it down flat like this. Alright, and now we're just going to stick that smack in the middle and we're going to hold it. So I hope you like this card. I hope you try it. There's a few of you jumped on and had a look. I hope you find it exciting and you have a go, because you can see it's very easy. All the instructions, I've made them as easy as I can. And I've got blue nails and I'm not using blues. Never mind. Alright, let's see if it's enough time. And there it is. You have your, what's it called? Roundabout? Carousel? No. Fierce wheel. Fierce wheel. What do you think of that? I think it'll be a good one to, I don't think it'll be too hard to post. I would put a bit of just like normal white paper, you know, scrap paper across the top when you put it in your envelope, so it doesn't get wrecked. So that's the card. That's it down. That's it up. Or maybe if I put it on there, you'll see it better. See how it sits up. And that's the one I made before, which I'll leave on the. I'll leave a. So our envelopes. There's the front and the back. Okay. And this was last before, and I'll add that link to the into the program when I get off. I'll put that on there. Alright, so thanks for joining me, and I've got a bit of an easy one tomorrow morning. I like to do just something a little more fun where you can sit and chat a bit more and have a bit of fun. And I'll say good night and clean up my mess. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Okay, thanks. Bye, Kerry. All right.